What's up, bro? So I'm getting ready for a run, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this video real quick. These are my top 3 favorite villains of all time. This is the Obnoxious Report. Okay, so top 3 villains of all time. You know, you did the Marvel, DC, and then random categories. I don't know. I can't do that. I put a lot of thought into it, and I got my 3. These are in no particular order. So, my number 1 favorite villain of all time. Villain number 1, Captain Hook. Specifically from the movie Hook. I just can't get over him. He is elegant, he's classy, he understands his role as a villain, as Captain Hook. You know, he even says to Peter Pan, you know, what would Neverland be? What would Peter Pan be without good old Captain Hook? You know, he's very self-aware of who he is and the role he plays there at Neverland. I don't know, I just see him as the classic bad guy. You know, he doesn't really do anything horrific or anything like that. Like, yeah, the pirates kind of wage a war with the Lost Boys and everything, but you know, he's pretty tame compared to other villains, especially on this list. But he himself just has this romanticized villain archetype that we all know, and like to a child he's terrifying. But we grow up and we're like, all right, it's Captain Hook. He's, you know, not anything terribly special, but you know, he's still just a very cool villain. Villain number 2 is Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. Before you find out that Miranda Tate is involved in all of that kind of stuff, they build up this legacy of Bane as, you know, he's a man so evil that hell on earth literally spat him back out, and I loved that. And he's big and hulking and intimidating and a mercenary, and he's conniving, and he has this plan, he has all these mercenaries. You know, he is just such a quintessential evil villain. He's strong, he's powerful, he's not scared to fight his own battles, he goes after his own battles, but he still has this elegance, this regalness to him that allows him to control all of these people and this huge plot and everything. And I love that about him. Before you find out that it wasn't actually him that escaped the pit, and then he just gets shot at the very end, which was such a horrible ending for Bane. You know, he's been this amazing bad guy the entire time, and then Catwoman shoots him and he's dead, and that's it. You know, like, I can't get over Bane. I love Bane as a villain. He's incredible. The third one is Khan from the Star Trek series. And, you know, you could argue, you know, Into Darkness versus the original TV show. I don't know which one. I just love the character of Khan because he is this smart, superhuman strength individual who cares very deeply about his people. You know, that's really his motivation, is he wants to protect his people, but he's not scared to get his hands dirty or kill people or do crazy things in the meantime. You know, it's him and Captain Kirk, and they just butt heads in such a way that I really enjoy. I just really enjoy the intelligence of his characters. So I like the classiness of Captain Hook, I like the legend and the raw brute strength of Bane, and I like the intelligence of Khan. And I think the 3 of those are some of my most favorite villains of all time. So that's all I got for you this week. I hope everything's going well for you. Those are my top 3 villains of all time. And we'll catch you next week, bro. So that's all I got for you this week. I hope everything's going well for you. Those are my top 3 villains of all time, and we'll catch you next week, bro.